All right, let's watch Titus. You guys watched part of that State of the Union with me the other night, and that shit was bananas. Bananas. And Marco Rubio just getting told to his face he's about to be the scapegoat. God, that was talking about Greenland better give it up or are you going to take it? Donald Trump literally is about to sexually abuse Greenland. Like, he's got a pass. Let's just say that. Greenland, you better get your grape whistle. That's all I'm going to say. That dude had eyes. He said, we're going to take Greenland. We're going to give you the chance. We want you to vote, and we want you to say, you love America. And if you don't, America's going to love you. Forcefully. That's like what he fucking said. I paraphrase. Let's listen to Titus.
I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. Well,
what's
people,
up, Unknown?
In our history,
What's up,
we have
Randy?
seen great speeches by great Americans. In our 250-year history, man, great speeches like 7 years ago. Ask not what your country can do for you. I have a dream. Well, this week in America, boy, we got to see a rambling, Adderall-fueled raping of the English language that...
Oh, that's the best description I think I've ever heard. And to be honest, dude, even for being on Adderall, his ass looked tired. He looks so tired. He looks so old now, dude. Like, I'm gonna tell you, if he's still here in 4 years, it's gonna be a Biden debate moment 2.0. That's all I'm saying. The dude is old and tired. JD Vance is just licking his lips. JD Vance is just like, I can't wait. I can't wait until this motherfucker croaks.
That frankly hasn't been rivaled in my lifetime.
Greenland needs a chastity belt.
Let's go over the insanity spewing out of the sewer hole of the guy that wants to date his daughter.
Perhaps I'd be
First of
dating
all,
her.
he talked about tariffs. Yeah, because Trump imposed tariffs on our neighbors, Canada and Mexico. You know.
Yeah, and I already received an email from produce vendors saying that they're going to be increasing their prices across the board by 25%, guys. That's like, it doesn't matter. He can't say, oh, I'm going to tariff you, and then no, I'm not going to tariff you, because companies are going to respond to that. And to be honest with you, right now, it looks like the motherfucker is just inside trading. Like, someone needs to investigate whether or not Donald Trump is actually on purpose tanking the fucking stock markets to take advantage of it, to then buy low, and then he's like, nope, not tariffing. Just kidding. Sell those stocks. Someone needs to look into that shit, because it looks real fucking suspicious, okay? But you can't say you're going to tariff and then not tariff, because then what you do is you create this backlash from companies, because companies have to go through and they have to do all this work to prepare for this shit happening. So you have some companies that go out and buy a boatload of shit because they're like, oh, okay, the tariffs are coming in a month. All right, then we need to get ahead of that. We need to cut costs. We need to fire people. More people were fired last month than it has happened in 15 years, 16 years. 2009, the last time that this many people were fired by businesses was during the housing crash of 2009. Like, that's what people do when they think that things are going to cost more money. They prepare for it by cutting costs. And cutting costs is firing employees, buying stock ahead of time. Like, that's what I'm saying. Look, we can talk all day long about how despicable of a human being Donald Trump is. That's not my lane. My lane is everything this dude does is the dumbest shit you have ever thought of. It's not the art of the deal, bro. I make deals all the time for the business that I work with. I do not do any of the things Donald Trump does, and I am very good at what I do. It's fucking crazy.
Where we get a lot of our stuff from, cars built in Canada by American companies, food and produce come over from Mexico. And guess what? Prices went up 25%. And if you think Canada and Mexico are paying those tariffs, well, you better loosen that maggot
played that video
because you've cut off what little blood flow you had to your good.
I'm too old to push too many buttons. I'll work on it.
He did this literally to our neighbors. Our neighbors. America is now The asshole down the block starting his unmuffled Harley at 4 a.m., then going front lawn to front lawn doing donuts.
Pro-vigil. I don't know what pro-vigil is.
In one night, this burnt umber bitch increased prices across the board by 25%. He then bragged about it during his "Look at me, I'm a big boy" speech.
Do you want to keep it going for another 5 years? Yeah, you would say Pocahontas says yes.
Trump also talked about taking Greenland and the Panama Canal. So the guy who said he starts no wars is...
Yeah, and don't forget, guys, why do we have control of both sides of the Panama Canal now? Why did China sell both those sides? Because BlackRock bought it. The very people who have been complaining about BlackRock for the past 4 years, and I have agreed with them. I have agreed with them this whole time. BlackRock is bad. BlackRock buying up swaths of houses and making the housing situation in America untenable for young people and people that want to buy homes. We agreed on this. But now it's 1984. Now all the people that were like BlackRock is bad are like, BlackRock actually they bought both sides for Trump. They bought it for him. BlackRock's good now. BlackRock's actually okay. I like BlackRock. Yeah, there's a reason he refused to say BlackRock's name during the State of the Union address. He said, a big American company now owns both sides. They got contracts for canals, mini canals, at least 2, and canal things. There are a lot of canal things also. That's like almost dead on what he said, to be honest. It's BlackRock. You all got you got conned, dog. You said you hate BlackRock, and Donald Trump, who was previously invested in BlackRock and the other 2 gigantic fucking corporations that own everything in America. Yeah, first of all, you're an idiot for thinking you didn't like BlackRock in the first place, since, yeah, he's invested in them, they're invested in him. That's probably should have been your first sign that you're a moron. But it also turns out that now BlackRock is buying shit at Donald Trump's behest, and you are going to just be like, BlackRock good, because that's what you've been told by the cult leader. What was it? What did Arnold Schwarzenegger say?
Is now starting wars and helping dictators who start wars. So we've gone from the best economy in the world during Biden, we cut childhood poverty in half. We helped the homeless get housed and expanded health care, like Jesus would do. And all those good God-fearing Christians in America said, my Lord, fuck that.
They don't believe, dude, these Christians now, they don't believe Jesus would house the homeless. Christians, these new age MAGA Christians are like, he would have told him to get a job.
Biden's list of accomplishments while turning
shit.
The country around is long, but Trump voters, they thought, you know what? Just give Trump another chance. I mean, he's just a 34-time convicted felon, rapist, con man, tax cheat who turned America into a racist, misogynistic hellhole, ran up $8 trillion in debt, and stole top secret documents. So, of course, we're going to vote for him. Because, I mean, how could we Trump voters know that this time it's going to be really bad? After only 43 days, this man who hates immigrants yet was expelled from the vagina of an immigrant,
Being the cleaning up.
sent in an unelected billionaire and destroyed numerous government agencies. They put this guy in charge of the FBI, New Delhi Marty Feldman. Who the fuck is this? And then Tulsi Gabbard, a pro-Russian, pro-dictator flip-flopper and open mic Cruella de Vil impersonator, is in charge of U.S. intelligence.
Dude, the hair is weird. Like, you gotta admit, that's a strange decision to make. Like, you literally made yourself look like Cruella de Vil. Like, why? I don't understand. Or maybe Rogue. Maybe Rogue from X-Men. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe she wants to be Rogue. I can't.
But back to the insane ramblings of the diaper-wearing sociopath leader of the soon-to-not-be-free world. Tariffs, he said. there will be a little disturbance. You know, like in 1929, the little disturbance was called the Great Depression. And it only lasted a decade. Awesome. Stock market dropped 1,300 points in 2 days. Unelected and unregulated Elmo scum is raging through our government agencies and firing experts that we need. But how much has Cyber Douche and his booger-eating minions saved? $65 billion. No, none of that can be verified even by them. And people who looked at the numbers say that...
Didn't they just delete all those receipts too? Didn't they just say that, never mind, and just deleted all that shit? I don't know. You guys verify for me.
Maybe, possibly, maybe $2 billion. Most of them canceled contracts, which means we didn't spend that money anyway. Then he said $8 million went to transgender mice studies. That's just in mice gender-neutral bathrooms, I guess.
The transgender mice thing. That's my favorite thing because it comes down to semantics. Okay, is it true? Is it true that they took down pictures of the Enola Gay because it said gay on the website because of the DEI thing? I need two things to be verified here. I need to know whether or not the Enola Gay pictures were taken down actually happening, and also whether or not they changed the name of the Pentagon task force that had trans in it. Like, they changed that shit. Because if that's true, this is the type of dumb shit that just makes me, every time I hear a Trump supporter say that he does, like, smart things, it just makes me go, like, what about this? But what about this? Like, can you show me any of the smart things he did? Is there video evidence or perhaps, like, a policy that you could point to that I would be like, you know what? That does look as though he might actually be a smart person. Because I have seen zero fucking evidence of that.
So let's dig into this bullshit. In 23, the NIH did a study on
Redonk
mice to
has
see if
messed up
giving
my
hormones
chat.
to
Redonk,
teenagers for
don't troll
gender-affirming
people,
therapy
Redonk.
could
Jesus
cause
fucking
cancer
Christ.
and kill them. They
I'm not
were
arguing with
making
the chat
sure
right now.
it didn't kill kids. They also administered feminizing hormone therapy to monkeys to understand how it may affect their immune systems and make them more susceptible to HIV. Do you get that, people? They were trying to cure AIDS and save kids, not helping mice transition. There's no drying
First
mice.
it was the gay frogs, and now it's
So
the
the
mice.
speech was 100% jingoistic lies and bullshit with zero facts, an orange con man's and Vladimir Putin's wet dream, basically. What I find stunning is how Trump still made that speech while hundreds and hundreds of Republican congressmen heads were up his ass. But at least the Democrats, they came in loaded for bear, yeah, waving canes like old man Johnson and holding up Wile E. Coyote protest signs, Jesus.
However, I disagree with Titus. I think what Al Green did was right. I like what Al Green did. But I get what he's saying. It would be great if they could do a little bit more than this. I don't know, a little bit more than this. But the Al Green thing, I like what Al Green did.
Christ.
Hold on. The Enola Gay thing says that it could be an administration official told the AP up to 100,000 images and posts could be deleted in the Defense Department's database because of alleged DEI content. That's what I'm saying is, like, when people think that this is like some kind of fucking like brilliant fucking like genius move by Elon Musk and Donald Trump, it doesn't even bear out in like the initial facts. Like, even when you just look at what the fucking dude did, like, he didn't go in and go, oh, hey, like, there's this one thing that seems as though like it could be bad, so let's get rid of that and then let's check out the other things. It's just like what happened with the pardons. When it came to the pardons for the 1,500 January 6ers, J.D. Vance, before we went into the election, was like, no, like, the people who assaulted officers, those people probably aren't going to get pardoned. We need to look at each individual case and decide whether or not it was actually an assault or a physical problem. Like, did they do something? Did they hurt somebody? And I'm actually saying way more words than he did. I'm giving him way too much good faith. And then when it came down to the time to actually do it, what happened? What happened? Donald Trump was told, hey, let's take a look at these cases. And Donald Trump went, I don't have time for that. Pardon them all. And then we got fucking pederasses. And we got fucking people with prior convictions and domestic violence charges. All those people got released. Because that's how they do fucking everything. They're not smart people. Elon Musk is not a genius. Donald Trump is not a smart person. They're both fucking morons, and they're proving it like on a day-to-day basis. And the only people that think that they're fucking geniuses are low IQ people that can't see past the fucking tip of their nose that the dude that's fucking going through the government and firing people is using an AI algorithm to look for words he doesn't like. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy.
I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon update.
Read
oh,
out.
Man.
Stop trolling people.
I'm laughing like this. And
Jesus Christ.
I feel like hell is coming.
What are we mad at Redunk for? What did Redunk do?
God damn it. If we spent $100 million on taking it to the Daytona 500 in the Super Bowl, what are they're trying to say, kiss me? What is going on? Am I losing my fucking mind? I don't understand.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and check out that video on the screen now.